Welcome. My name's Brian Knight and I live near Melbourne in Australia, and it's just turned 5 o'clock in the morning on a Friday for me. So we're near the end of the trading week, another 24 plus hours to go. Uh, Welcome, Tom.
Hey, Brian.
Just share this. Welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just note that any trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other and we're not financial advisors. There is a full risk disclosure, a little bit about us as live session traders, or me as a live session trader. I don't think there's any others. Well, anyway, uh, stop sharing that, and we'll go across on the
Are you
charts.
are you the only live session trader now?
I think so. I can't see anybody else posting. Or anyway, they're all off doing other stuff. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, doesn't matter. So yes, uh, well, let's see how we go. I haven't taken any time to do any split screen, Tom. We'll just have to flip
No,
back
that's
and forward
fine.
a bit. We'll
No
see
worries.
how we go. Um, yeah, so we'll just start through some of these ones. So the AUD CAD, it just pushed up. This was a sort of a three-quarter proposal of a sell. It went red, it went green. It sort of would have been you know, a non-event from whatever. So just I'll get rid of that. So from my perspective, it's not sitting anywhere. If we go over to here and go ACAD, ooh,
I'm up on this one.
with a buy,
Mm-hmm.
I reckon it's going to buy further. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's 1, 2, 3.5. You got in there, and it's already positive.
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Okay. So this is so what Tom, what you're following then is with the Arenkos is that the prospect is that this is going to buy further to the rail. Okay. All right.
This is
AUD.
going to buy further to the high up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Up in
That
here.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's short right there. That's secondary short
Yeah.
to the
This
top of it.
one.
One over
Oh, this one here.
to the top.
Yeah. There. That's what I'm saying.
No, see the
Oh,
second
to the
short.
top here.
Yeah, to the top there. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, it's not far from there.
Well, it's not going to beat that high, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So now it has as long as it takes to get up there in that direction. I know I'm going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. 70 or so pips. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll get 2% out of it if I win this.
Yeah, the percentage is more important than how many pips it might be. Cool. All right, we'll just see. Yeah, that's the sort of when things. Okay, anyway, we'll see how we go. All right then, AUDCHF. Again, a sellout on that. Um, that's pushed further. This would have, you know, red, red, red. Uh, this we're looking for potentially a change, but it hasn't changed anything on the trend bar. So what have we got here?
I'm
So it's
already
going
up on
to
this one.
potentially further up as well. This is at 1, 2, 3.5 here. So you're up there. Okay. This sort of sellout candle isn't a concern? No.
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
Because
All
all
right.
I'm looking for is direction. This thing can go
Yeah.
sideways up, sideways, however it's going to get there.
You're just looking at direction. Okay, no worries. Good. All right, it's good to have a look anyway. So that'd be good if it does, start to happen. So you would have got in, you would be in drawdown. Is that correct or not?
No, I'm up on this one.
Okay, so you must have got in down here somewhere.
3.5.
Okay. Where are you? Yes, three. I know what you mean now.
Which is also beautiful because I'm I'm in the quarter range on the overall fib size.
Yeah, yeah.
My only concern is I think it's going to come back down one more time before it shoots out because it's got to take off, test the halfway range on the fib, and then push back down one more time, and then the trend bar will be in the 25% zone, and that'll give me the stronger push out.
Yeah, that's fair enough too. All right, but I'm looking at this for a buy when this trend bar changes green. So I'm later to the party. Okay, if that's what happens. Rightio. ADJPY. I think also too, Tom, I think part of it's a real balance between like trading as such. It's a balance between having something as a strategy, something complicated, as in many moving parts that have to coordinate, or having it relatively simple, right? I mean, there's a trade-off between simplicity and complexity, I think anyway.
Yeah, I don't think I can
So
make this much simpler.
that's what I'm saying, Tom. That's what I'm trying to articulate is that there is this trade-off of how simple you can make it. Yeah. Okay. Darren, you're at
I
the
mean,
target.
I appreciate your guys' clean screens. I really do.
Mm,
I'm just looking at a bigger, fuller picture. And if it doesn't fit inside this criteria, then I don't take the trade.
Oh, it's the same.
I just can scan through it. Yeah, but you're looking at this to push back up, right?
AUD yeah, potentially, yeah.
Yeah,
But you're not. So
I
if
am. I'm
oh,
in
you
this.
are. Hang on. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Wow, 3.5. You're already in the trade.
Yes. Now I do run the risk of having this come back down and tap me and take me out.
Mm,
And if that happens, I'll put the trade on again and take the whole trade up.
yeah.
But I can kind of see I'm in the right quadrant of the fib.
Mm,
I'm in the right direction of the
mm,
fib.
mm-hmm.
And now I'm waiting for it to make that turn. If you can look at yours and tell me when that's going to happen, that's fantastic.
Mm,
But I can see here that this has a possibility of just not coming down all the way and just going and taking off. Because
yeah.
all I'm looking for is direction. Whatever the market's going to do, it's going to
Yeah.
do.
No. I mean, that's an important factor, isn't it, Tom? It's really
Yeah.
just direction. So, Tom, if I can ask you a question then. So with those yellow candles, which are like, again, what are they, 50% or something?
Mm-hmm.
Do they not now sort of they do have some sort of bearing, but still if you go back, like if you're looking here, 1, 2, 3.5, like how does that sort of work?
You start at the bottom and you count backward.
So you've got, 1,
1,
2,
2,
3
3
and a
and a
half.
half. Nope.
You don't worry about this bit here.
Nope.
Okay. No, that's
No.
right. And
If
and
you
do
look at
these
it, If
do
you look
these
at this
sort of,
section right here, Brian, you see where it's come up and broke structure to that red wick?
yeah, that one there. Yep.
Okay, so now I'm expecting it to pull back a little
Yeah.
to your
Which,
guys' three
which,
quarters,
which basically it's doing now. Yeah.
right? And not break this low and
Yeah.
take off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If it doesn't do that,
Yeah.
then I've lost one trade. Or
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah. I
pull
know.
back up to my break even and I'll just get out and wait that out for a minute or two
Mm.
and then get back in again. Because this push up may change. So if this candle closes and the next candle closes and the next candle closes, and all of a sudden this changes to now it's a downtrend, then
Mm.
I'll know when it changes and I get my short,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
out of this and get into the short.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it all moves so slow that I could
Mm.
take, you know, 24 looks in 24 hours and
Yeah.
it may
No.
move three candles
Yeah.
or three bricks.
Yeah. From this sort of point of view, it's like, well, when the trend, for me, when the trend bar turns green, we're off to a certain extent. I mean, it did there as well, but it didn't do too much. So, but, mm, okay. AD, NZD got the short sell, but we'll just, yeah,
I'm in this
it's
one.
funny. It's funny, isn't it? All the other Aussie dollars are going up. AUD, NZD is selling out. Oh, nothing significant, but it is selling. Anyway, welcome, Darren, to you
Hey,
here
Darren.
there. He's busy away in the car there. He's up, up, up.
Yeah, yeah, driving. Yeah,
Yeah, obviously he's
just
very,
listening in.
yeah, no worries. Okay, AD and Singapore. Right, here we go. So this is a 3/4 with a move. Now, I haven't taken the trade, but this is just a potential with what I look at, So because the trend bar changed to green at that candle, this is a potentially, I could have got in there. This is what I'm just saying when it changed. And it would be, you'd be up by only 0.6, but if it makes to 3/4, that's nearly a 2% trade. So just looking at that sort of thing, Darren, we'll see. All right. And what do you got there, Tom, on AUD? Oh, you don't trade it anyway. It's okay. I won't even bother. All right, AUD again here. See where if you look within the rails, it's gone from red to a green here. That's sort of like getting the trade there. We've got a 3/4 already at that. And that's like nearly 1%, 0.87 or something. But I mean, that's already fired that. That's a potential trade done there. Now, if it pushes up further and makes it to the rail, you got 1.5. Okay. So just looking at them. See what happens. They don't make the rail. They pull back down. That would have been a good trade back down here. Then we change to green, get out, get into a trade going up. All right, CAD CHF. Nothing here. Looking at this to turn at some point to come back up, but no trend bar change. We had a drop back down. Now, CHFs don't tend to come outside the rail very well. They haven't in the most sort of recent future, recent past, should I say. You can see where it sort of bounces around. To come out of the rails is an unusual situation, right? So this is a sort of a watch and wait. We've got one green triangle that put back down again. It could push further down, but it's just watching this trend bar at the moment. All right, KJPY. It's the same situation, basically. Just wait for the change in direction. All right. Change trend bar, push back up. If it does, just wait and see. CHF I'm still in this. It's just sitting there. I've got 2 trades on it. I'm in drawdown. It went green. So it went green. It went red. It went green. Where is it now? It's not telling me. I think it's red behind there, but we'll see. It's just playing around. Yeah, it's gone red. Anyway, we'll see if it keeps, buying up.
I think I'm going to lose this one.
What are you on?
I'm in it for the buy.
Oh, okay. You reckon you'll lose? Okay, let's have a look and see what it says for you. Oh, okay. It's saying sell out. Oh, well, that's not good for me either.
Do you not have those? Hold on.
Have what?
Equal highs and lows? Is that not on yours?
Yeah, it should be there because it's. Hang on. Oh, yeah. High, low, low.
No. Equal high and low.
Equal highs and lows. Yeah, got that.
Yeah, could you go over to the
Yeah, here it says down here. A low down there.
can you go into your
Settings.
settings, please?
Yep. Inputs.
And then click the extend right. That's why you can't see it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's going to come down, tap that, and then take off.
Tap which? This red line.
Yeah.
That's coming from over here.
Yeah, it just creates equal highs and lows on your chart for you.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. It'll come down, knock me out. Okay. Bugger. Oh, well, that's all right. That's just the way it is.
But again, if it comes down and knocks you out, look
Yeah.
for that turn back up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Look, Darren and I have already spoken about that. Okay, euros. I just want to try and get through the pairs today too. Your AD. Go on, look at that. Still outside, but we'll look for a change in direction here. We do have a triangle, but it's pretty feeble. I think you've got it on where it's supposed to continue up. I think, yeah. You've got it.
We're almost at the top. I'm looking for a reverse at this point.
Okay.
Just because that says it's going to go up to that high doesn't mean it's going to go up to that high.
That up here.
Right. Yeah, it could turn here and come back down and still do the same thing.
Yeah, but it's pretty well sort of near the end of its.
Right, exactly.
This push for it'll have to come back and then it can push further. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you're looking for the sell on that anyway. EuroCAD. Similar situation. Got a red triangle. This. Look at this to turn, but probably won't be until next week at least. Euro CHF. Whoa. Oh. There's a change, but you see the trend bar is so far behind because of that candle there. This might make it that it's not that profitable, but we'll see. Euro GBP, has it turned yet?
Let me get that trade on right now.
Track on there. Look at this one. This would have been good. This is nearly 3%. Had it taken it that trend.
So Was that a short then on Euro CHF?
No,
Did
there's
you
no
say?
short yet. Oh, there is a
On
short.
Euro CHF?
No.
Euro
Yeah, there is a short. Yeah.
CHF. Yeah.
Yeah, there is one, Darren. There is a short on my settings and on my feed. But don't you need a trend bar change as well? No. Anyway. Okay. Euro GBP, that would have been quite profitable, that. And yeah, that's a 3/4 to 3/4.
Yeah, I'm looking at this one being huge.
Yeah, going further up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm already up 3% on it, but man, it's supposed to take off here.
Yeah, well, look, if this makes it to the other side of the rail, even it's a sort of a, 3.5% sort of thing. Anyway, that's just an interesting sort of observation. So I'm looking at these now from that point of view. Euro JPY, I've got 2 trades. I'm still up on this. It just didn't quite make the 3/4 when it pushed up there, or it didn't take out my 3/4 trade anyway. We'll see. This is just a really different to a lot of the other JPYs. What have you got, Tom? You're a JPY.
I'm up on this already.
Well, that looks like that's going to sort of sell out potentially.
Not to me.
No?
It's got to continue that buy up. It's still going in that direction.
What I'm looking here on the 2-hour for your Renkos or settings is to pull back down.
Yeah, again, you have to understand that this is direction. This is not telling you which way it's going to go. So even if this pulls back a little bit, if it doesn't break your 3.5 mark, then it's going to turn and go back up to the tip of the point up here. How it gets to this high doesn't matter. You're just looking at direction. So if this does turn and go, yellow candle with a wick down, you get a short, you mark your 3.5, you get into the sell. When it gets back down here to the bottom, you do your 3.5, you get your yellow candle, you get your long, and you're back in for the buy.
Back up. Yeah, okay.
That's why I'm in the buy now, because mine's still showing that it generally wants to go up.
Yeah.
Until it proves me wrong, I'm still in the trade.
Because you got a green trend bar as well, and a few other bits and pieces. Okay. All right. Fair enough. No, I'm just looking at what I'm looking at here. Okay. Your NZD. Here's a few for next week, I think, Darren. Red triangle.
Yeah, I think so.
Red candle, there's a few of them. All these euros are sort of, it says they marched some French troops over to Ukraine and a few nuclear missiles. So did you see that, Darren? That Macron is going like, nah, we're going to,
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Has your supreme leader kicked in as well, or?
I don't think he said anything about nuclear weapons. I think the problem with the nuclear thing is they're so intertwined with the US. So without the US, it's not really worth anything as a deterrent. So as I understand it, we have these trident missiles. As I say, it's without the US, they don't really work. So, a bit of a problem, really.
Oh, okay.
I'm not quite sure how France works, but
all the French they virtually work on their own, but see how they go. All right, then. Yeah. So the Euro Singapore still pushing up. That would have been a damn good trade. It's still going. And Tom's still in this, I'd say. Oh no, you don't trade Singapore.
I'll trade
Sorry,
it.
don't trade it. Well, what a shame. Um, so yeah, no, this is turn green, bang, just crazy, waiting for that turn. Okay, Euro USD as well. Look at that. Change green here at the middle. You would have green, red, green. But that, you know, that's so far out of the rail. It's just like,
Well, I can see all these euros just turning and going all the way
yeah,
back to
yeah,
where they started. It's one of those extreme moves that just
yeah.
completely turns around. Might be wrong, but
No, I agree with you, Darren. I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah. We'll just see if things get a bit crazy
yeah.
in Europe. It might be a lot different. But anyway, all right, GBP AUD. Now that's already started to turn. We've got our red triangle. We've got a couple of candles. It just hasn't changed the trend bar for me or given you a short yet anyway. Um, I'm just sitting there waiting for that. That'll be maybe an early next week job too.
I'm already
GBP
in.
CAD. Are you ready in for the sell?
Yep.
Of course you are. GBP CAD. Has that, hang on. GA, let's have a look. Damn, where are we? GA. We've got the 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, you do. 1, 2, 3.5. You got a half in. But, what about this?
What about it?
Okay, no worries.
No, no, seriously, what about it?
Oh, I'm just asking if that sort of gives you any indication of direction.
Well, for our feeds are different. So mine's
Yeah.
showing it pushing all the way back down to basically
Okay.
where it started,
Yeah, yeah,
and yours will catch up eventually. That's why I don't count on these. I
yeah,
don't count on these to tell me. I
yeah,
do the 3.5 back. If it stops here and turns and starts heading up, then I'll follow this as long as it follows it. I'll buy it
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah,
But until then, I'm counting on my 1, 2, 3.5 to be more accurate. Even if it pulls down a little bit, I'm still in profit. When it turns and gives me the yellow candle, I'll get
yeah,
out
yeah,
and
yeah,
get in
yeah.
the other
Okay.
direction.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. That gives me good indication. Okay. GCAD, same thing. It's looking ready to potentially sell. GBP CHF. Whoa, that was a big push down for the CHF. Okay. Come on. Where are the rails? Just need some rails. There we go. Okay. There's a 3/4. No change in the trend bar though. We'll see. It is pretty messy, that one. GBP JPY. Two trades here. Came back. Didn't knock me out. Pushed up nicely. Now pull back a bit. What do you got, Tom?
I'm tapped in, but
GJ.
I'm not sure it's going to go all the way up like it shows.
Yeah,
So I'm,
no,
I'm
look at
just
it.
watching this one closely as well. It says it's supposed to go up.
Yeah, so 1, 2. Oh, or do you go there? No, there. 1, 2, 3.5. That's tapped you in there.
Yep.
Okay. I just want to work out if I'm reading it correctly, which is good. Okay, no worries. We'll see. Hopefully it does. Two trades in there. GBP NZD. Well, that's getting ready to pull back down.
I'm already in this one.
Yeah, for the sell. Rightio. Uh, well, we don't, I don't have a trend change. If I get a trend bar change, I'll be in. GBP and Singapore. No, this one hasn't turned. Come up and tap that. Okay. Oh, yeah. GBP USD. It's also pushed out, but we're starting to get a little bit of sign of weakness potentially. All right, entities. Where are we? Good. Okay, we're right. This would have been a non-event. Changed red, then back to green. Would have been in, then out. Would have been nothing. Nothing to trade probably. And it's pushing back up. So we're just watching this, that's all. NZD and CHF. Now that would have been a good trade from that where it turned red at the 3/4. Made it all the way down to the rail. All right. NJ. The green. It has turned green, but I got a little bit gun shy on this one. I'm pretty sure I didn't. No, I never got into it. Oh, what did I do? Oops. Oh, did something crazy. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, so don't know. What do you got, Tom?
Mine says it shows it's consolidating, and I'm not getting into consolidation.
Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3.5. Well, it should have kicked you in.
No, I didn't set up the trade because it shows it's consolidating.
And what gives you that view?
Because on your left side, you see how you
Yeah.
got the little push downs and push ups real quick, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So that's
Oh,
consolidation on the lower time frame.
Up here.
No, on the left side of the screen where it shows below.
Here.
The left side of the screen.
Oh, you mean on the daily? Yeah.
Yeah, see where it's consolidating right here on the daily.
Oh, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just looking for something a little bit more stable that says,
Okay.
it's either going one direction or another.
Or the other. Okay, no worries.
This and the one on the 2-hour are both showing consolidation.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm just going to sit this out for a minute.
Yeah, right. Yeah, fair enough.
Keeps me out of bad trades.
Yeah, well, great. So NU, this again would have been a dud, like from a 3/4 signed for a sellout, you would have changed, got out of the trade there, but it's pushed back up. Okay. Singapore.
See, now that's a perfect example. If you could go back to that one real quick, just real quick, and split your screen on the Rencos.
Oh yeah, go to the Rencos. Yeah, no worries. Renko.
Show you the difference. See how they both show. Well, mine shows on the daily. This is starting to push up. Yeah. On my 2-hour, it's showing a huge push up to match what it looks like on the left-hand side. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for it to break and kick me in because I'm at that high. Yeah. For my entry. So I'm just going to let this run for a while.
1, 2, 3.5. Yeah, it's not quite there.
Right. That's the 3.5 on the daily.
Yeah.
So on the lower time frame.
1, 2, 3.5. Yeah.
No, I didn't take this one. I went from the daily because it was consolidating. So I went 3.5 up on the daily, which is actually the high on the 2-hour.
Yeah, up here. Yeah.
So once it surpasses this high, it's looking to just take off and go back up to the top on the daily. Yeah.
But your feed on the 2 hours is different to mine. Mine's got it coming back down. Yours has got it going back up.
Right. So on the lower time frame, if I was looking at your charts right now, I would have a trade set up for a short 1, 2, 3.5 down.
Yeah.
If it just keeps going up, it would trigger you in over the high. So you just kill the low and then take the high. If your low is correct, then it's going to come down and do what it's got to do.
But yours,
and you'll be in the trade.
But yours is different. Okay.
Right. All you're doing is reading direction
Yeah, yeah.
and
No,
setting
no, I
your trades
understand
up
that.
accordingly.
Yeah. Okay. Singapore Japanese yen. All these sort of Japanese yens are all sort of hovering down. I mean, I lost out on that one and didn't make it to the 3/4. I think the same for Darren. Okay, UCAD. I ended up getting 2 trades out of that one. That's good. Now there's a short on here.
Yeah, I just got into this short.
Yeah. I'm sort of looking at this as a potential trade as well.
Well, it's going to be short lived. I only have it down to the rail, and then it's going to push
Yeah,
back up.
yeah, yeah. That's all I'd need too. Okay. USD CHF. US dollar's a bit on the nose, isn't it? Did a bit of a kick and then it's fallen right off again.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
I like this.
UJ. Yeah,
I like this one too.
UJ, yeah. What, for a buy?
For sale, I'm still in it.
Oh, sell further.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, see, while we wait here for this to turn and give us the buy. So you got
See, this is a
J.
perfect example.
Yeah,
Perfect example. Because this predictor was telling me it's going to shoot up. It's going to shoot up. It's going to shoot up. And I just said, because I was already in the sell, I said, okay, then shoot up. And I just let it run. And when a couple candles closed, it turned to this, and now it's still going
yeah,
down.
yeah, it's still going down. Yeah. And give us a low, an equal low too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going through that equal low now.
Yeah, I know. USD Singapore, which you don't trade, Tom, come down, taking out this sort of imbalance piece there. Don't need. Look at this potentially for a buyback up, but I lost on this. So I was in 2 trades there, pushed up, came back, knocked me out. Now it's getting ready to push back up again. Gold is 2918. It's just sort of sitting sideways here. Certainly hasn't sold out yet. And silver, I think, much the same. Yeah, see it's pushed back up. Bitcoin's dropped off to 88. It's not doing too well, even though the supreme leader in the US says he's going to do what he does. Oh, and oil's dropped off to 66. Darren, you've got to be happy with it. Oh, well, anyway, you're out of 2 trades there, so
Yeah, I'm out of that now, but just waiting for it to turn now.
it might just continue down though, Darren.
Yeah.
I don't want
Yep.
None of us want it to be more expensive. So, but
No.
apparently OPEC's talking about opening up production. So,
Well, it'll weaken off further then, won't it?
yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Oh well. Now, so I wonder when France will have some boots on the ground, or the coalition, or I don't know. It'd be interesting. You'll have Google Translate going over all over the place, won't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Reckon they can't get there soon enough, really.
Yeah, it's their
Well,
old meeting. They're meeting again, aren't they?
oh, I don't know. Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the supreme leaders from across Europe
I was
meeting
reading an
collectively again.
article I'm reading an article, Darren, too, about like Turkey was a bit of the sort of the one on the outer who sort of was supporting Putin, Russia, buying Russian armaments and doing stuff, and didn't want to sort of play the game with the rest of the Europeans. Apparently, he's falling into line
Yeah,
and
apparently so. Yeah, surprise.
wanting to support Ukraine. So it's very
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, that was kind of a surprise, really. But yeah, well, they're
Well,
a
if
NATO
Europe can,
country, Turkey, aren't they? So
yeah, well, the NATO and in the euro.
no, they're not. Turkey's not in the euro.
Oh, it's not in euro.
Right.
Okay,
No, 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 it's not.
they got their own currency, have they?
Yeah, Turkish lira. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, we'll just see what happens. Yeah, well, by all reports, Russia's not doing too well. I mean, some were saying, I was reading or listening to a YouTube talking about they're sending them out on, their vehicles are basically, they got, stuff from way back before the Second World War they're trying to use still. They got military on donkeys or something, or that was the inference. They're pretty well worn out or lost everything. So
Oh,
um,
right.
we'll just
Yeah.
see what happens. I just think it's about time Europe steps in and you know bad luck for the US, or not bad luck. I mean, gee,
Well, yeah. I mean,
Canada's
what?
giving them a hiding too, aren't they? I mean, Canada.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just see how they cope.
Well,
Yeah,
Trump
very good.
just seems to be aligning now, doesn't he, with Putin and well, you've got Trump, Putin, and bloke in China now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and North Korea and
yeah,
Iran.
yeah. Well, probably
All of
Iran's
this.
the exception. He's not siding with them yet, but I think it's quite disgraceful. This with stopping sending armaments to Ukraine is one thing, but this you know stopping sharing the intelligence with Ukraine, Trump's decision to that, I think that's quite frankly, I just think that's totally disgraceful. And I just staggered at that they would
Well, you've got a whole lot of
make that
people.
decision.
Yeah, well, there's a whole lot of crazies that are all in control at this point, and so they're all the decisions they're making. They're just doing it out of spite.
Yeah,
They're just, but that's okay. Um, Unfortunately for the American people, I hope it comes back and bites them all in the bum. But anyway,
yeah,
um, we will see. Yeah, I was listening to YouTube. There were, I think, one or two. I don't know, the mayor or the governor, whatever you call it, in the province, in couple of the provinces in Canada, talking about banding together and restricting sending stuff to US like power
yeah,
and then talking the lady that's looking like to take over from Trudeau, and she said, "Oh no, it's all right, it's easy. Just 100% tariff on any Teslas will do that."
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Well, those sales are well down Tesla, aren't they? They've really suffered.
yeah.
Well,
Suffered
now they're
because of
seeing attacks.
Sorry,
They're seeing attacks here in the United States
what do you mean?
on Teslas. So, like charging stations,
Yeah,
they're
all
burning all the
right.
charging stations. They've sent out. They're destroying Teslas at the dealerships. They're destroying dealerships, and they've sent out warnings to all the Tesla owners that if they don't sell their vehicles within the next 15 days, they're going to be attacked too.
Who are these people, Americans in America doing this?
Yes. Yeah. And people are trying to sell their Teslas and can't find buyers.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's going to be interesting. Yeah. Yes. It was interesting at the what was it, the, the speech that Trump did recently in the in the wherever it was, can't remember now. In the parliament. Well, it's not called parliament, it's called whatever it is anyway. And Elon was there, and he was giving Elon's like, yeah, mate, I'm doing the job for you. He's screwing himself over.
He's not. He could lose Tesla. In fact, he could lose the Boring Company. He could lose SpaceX. He could lose everything because he's so engraved in the government now. He's picking up all these contracts behind the scenes. He's picked up something like I last time I read was something like $580 billion in contracts. If he could get away from the public and just make the money off the government, is that's what he really wants, anyways.
Yeah, well, you spend billions to put a crazy person into power, and then I think that at some point in time in this 4 years, there's going to be a breakdown between the two of these. There's going to be some sort of disagreement happen.
Well, what's funny is the courts were kind of held up because they kept saying, the head of Doge is Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is like, no, I'm not. It's this woman. It's a woman that's doing all this stuff. It's not me. I'm just advising. And Trump was like, yeah, he's not a head of Doge. He's not. He's just advising. He's a special advisor to the president. And they were like, okay, well, we can't touch him in court filings then. And then sure as shit, during his speech, Big Mouth couldn't keep his mouth shut and said the head of Doge, Elon Musk, and everybody stood up and applaud. And all the courts just sank their teeth into all those files now.
Oh, they can do that. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because he just admitted on national television he is the head of Doge. So you can't say one thing and mean another when it comes to court filing.
Yeah, but he'll get some raw minerals out of instead of rare. But the other thing, what was it? The
raw minerals.
Yeah, I hope the contract comes through with raw minerals. They'll get nothing. The best laid plans. I saw something where the court said that there were a whole lot of credit cards, I think, in some department or whatever it was, and they said something that you can't, they tried to take all the credit cards, and the court came in and said you can't do it. So Elon then just set the limit at one US dollar. What a prick.
Well,
anyway. All right, gentlemen. This is the Friday. This is we've got about 24 plus a few hours before the end of the trading week. We'll just see if any of those things. I think it's a next week thing, Darren, for us. It looks like some of those will potentially turn. But the 3/4 things looking interesting.
Yeah, it is definitely,
For some, the ones that aren't going to work certainly have an escape clause in them to minimize any loss on them. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right. Well, all of you have a nice weekend. We've got a public holiday here on Monday, so I may not be on for market open. It might be the next day. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. All right. No worries. Thanks a lot
take care, everyone.
sharing your knowledge.
See ya.
Okay,
See you
ciao,
later.
bye.
Bye.